The Tharnok's eyes locked onto Eliot, and the world seemed to stop. Its sword of black flame ignited the treetops as it stepped forward, each movement a quake in the ground. The silver-eyed girl, Aeris, grabbed Eliot's arm. "We have to go now!" But Eliot couldn't move. The burning sensation in his chest returned, brighter, heavier, like a star had been swallowed whole. The Tharnok raised its sword. Eliot raised his hand without thinking, without knowing. A wall of brilliant golden light erupted between them, shielding them just as the black flame struck. The shockwave knocked both Aeris and Eliot backward, but the barrier held. "What was that?" Aeris shouted over the roar of energy. "I don't know, it just happened," the Tharnok growled, circling. "Flameborn!" it hissed in a voice like splintered bone. "You carry the ember." "I'm not Flameborn," Eliot shouted back. "I don't even know what that means." The Tharnok ignored him, raising both hands. The sky darkened instantly, clouds swirling above. Arrows of shadow fell like rain. Eliot's eyes flared with golden fire, with a word he didn't understand. Calavorn. The shadows disintegrated mid-air. Aeris stared, stunned. That was high speech. "Only trained mages can—" Eliot doubled over. The light faded from his hands and blood dripped from his nose. "I can't control it." The Tharnok seized its chance and charged, the earth splitting under its feet. Suddenly, boom! A bolt of lightning arced down from the sky, slamming into the creature's chest. The Tharnok howled and stumbled back. A figure dropped from the clouds, landing in front of Eliot and Aeris with a burst of wind. He wore a cloak of storm feathers, 2 long knives on his back, and tattoos of thunder running down his arms. "Nice of you to start the apocalypse without me," he said casually, then winked at Eliot. "You must be the new kid." The Tharnok recovered and lunged again. The man moved like wind, fast, fluid, deadly. He slashed across the beast's knees, then vaulted onto its shoulders and plunged both knives into its skull. The creature shrieked and burst into ash. Eliot collapsed to the ground, exhausted. Aeris knelt beside him. Who are you?" Eliot asked the stranger. "Name's Kale," the man said, brushing soot off his coat. "Last of the storm runners, and you're in way over your head, Ember Boy." Kale looked up at the sky, frowning. "We need to get moving. The Tharnok never hunt alone." A new sound cut through the forest, metal grinding, distant and sharp. Eliot turned. From the trees came figures in armor like molten stone. They had no eyes, no mouths, only masks shaped like screaming faces. Each held a blade that dripped glowing crimson liquid. Aeris whispered in horror, "The Bloodbound!" Kale's face darkened. Run, but Eliot didn't run, because the burning in his chest had become a heartbeat, one that wasn't his own. And then he heard the voice again. "You are not just a wielder of magic. You are its source." Eliot looked at his hands and saw fire, to be continued.